From WYLN Hazleton, this is WYLN's late edition News at 10 with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, sports with Beth Mensinger, anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Tuesday, August 27th, 2013. I'm Lisa Sugart. Tonight, the start of a new school year for one private school in our area. Plus, what do FunFest and Radio Disney have in common? Ann Gownley has the answer. In sports, Beth Mensinger with her final football preview before the big games this Friday. And meteorologist Joe Garbacek with your 7-day forecast. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. The Wilkes-Barre Police Department released information and pictures this evening of those they have arrested between last Wednesday and Friday as part of a drug warrant sweep. Last Wednesday, police arrested 21-year-old Patrick Shanahan of 17 West Enterprise Street in Glen Lyon with possession of a controlled substance and paraphernalia and a probation violation. Thursday, police arrested 4 others for drug trafficking. Their pictures now up on your screen. The Wilkes-Barre Anti-Crime Unit conducted the drug trafficking investigation in several areas in the city, and the suspects were taken into custody. On Friday, police executed a search warrant at 135 South Wells Street in the city, where police say they took 10 people into custody for violations of the Drug Act and Crimes Code. Names and pictures of those arrested are now on your screen. Besides drug charges with intent to deliver, Ronnie Jones, Nicole Ganiella, and Danielle Levy, all of Wilkes-Barre, were charged with child endangerment. Nevin Edwards of Hanover was only charged with disorderly conduct and paraphernalia. The warrant sweep was a result of an investigation by the Wilkes-Barre Police Department, the Pennsylvania Attorney General's Office, and the State Police Troop P Vice Unit. All suspects were taken to police headquarters in Wilkes-Barre, where they were processed for further court action in the Luzerne County Court of Common Pleas. Wilkes-Barre police say these investigations are part of an ongoing effort to combat violent and drug-related activity in the city. The Wilkes-Barre Area School District's new superintendent is its current superintendent. Tonight, the school board voted 6-3 to offer Bernard Pravuznik a 3-year contract starting at $140,000 with raises based on his ranking under a new statewide evaluation system that has 4 levels. Pravuznik gets nothing for the first 2 levels, 2% for the third, and 3% for the highest level. No votes came from Mary Ann Toole, Christine Katzok, and Lynn Evans. Pravuznik had been hired for the position following the retirement of Dr. Jeff Namey, but then he said he did not want it full-time and wanted to return to the post of assistant superintendent. Tonight he said he'd been urged by board members to reconsider. Also tonight, Toole announced that she is moving to California by December to live with her brother and will be departing the school board. She said she was giving advance notice so other members could decide how to fill her seat, which does not expire for 2 more years. Also in Wilkes-Barre tonight, a town meeting crowded with people concerned about crime. L.A. Tyrone has the details.
The recent crime wave in Wilkes-Barre has been likely northeastern Pennsylvania's most talked about stories. After all, we're talking 7 murders in 7 months, 2 little girls shot in an apartment complex, and on and on and on. Councilman George Brown's district is South Wilkes-Barre. That is one of the neighborhoods hit by that crime wave. He held a district meeting tonight. Now, while this is Brown's first, other councilmen have held them, and they're usually attended by a handful of people. Tonight, about 50 people packed the Fernwood United Church on Old River Road. Brown says he has heard the concern.
Initially, meeting with some residents of District A, they expressed a concern about safety in the neighborhoods and asked if we could have a meeting with someone to promote safety in their homes and neighborhoods. Reached out to Officer Phil Myers, Wilkes-Barre Police Department, and he has agreed to take part in tonight's meeting. The second reason for our meeting tonight is to be available to the residents and people that live within District A. If they have concerns, issues, tonight is a night that I'm available that we can talk about it.
Trying to occur, you need 3 different things. Desire, ability, and opportunity. Whether it be maybe a drug addiction, gambling addiction, loss of job, unemployment.
The crowd paid attention as Myers talked about safety and crime. Local activist Angel Giroux was among those who attended.
I think this is a great initiative. I think anytime the people of the community, they come together and deal with the issues. But again, I hope that we have more of the community leaders, a more diverse group. Many times that we have these events, it's usually the same group of people, and many of the community leaders that are very outspoken through the year many times miss these opportunities to have the same voices.
Brown was among the councilmen who voted for Mayor Tom Layton's controversial one strike and you're out rental ordinance. He said his vote was a reaction to public opinion.
Prior to us voting for the ordinance the second time, I received numerous phone calls from people that told me that they were definitely in favor of this ordinance. And with that input, it was one of the reasons why I decided to vote for it. I think it's a good ordinance. We have to do things to help the police department.
L.A. Tyrone, WYLN's Late Edition.
Thank you, L.A. A Larksville man is behind bars tonight charged with sexual abuse of children. 55-year-old Lawrence Schultz Sr. was arraigned this morning at District Judge Donald Whitaker's office. We spoke with Luzerne County Detective Chaz Ballo.
Our State Police Computer Crime Unit had done an undercover investigation, at which time we discovered that Mr. Schultz was disseminating and sharing child pornography, thus leaving us to execute a search warrant on his residence today and leading to his arrest.
Detectives have been watching Schultz since April of 2013. Ballo says for those committing crimes like these, quote, you're not going to get away with it.
I mean, there are going to be more and more people out there who are doing the same thing as Mr. Schultz. The only advice I have for them is, you may be next.
Again, Schultz behind bars in the Luzerne County Prison tonight. Police busted up a meth lab in Catawissa Township this afternoon. The details have been sketchy, but it was in the Breeze Knoll area. 2 people were taken into custody. Police say they were tipped off to the lab's existence. We hope to have more details as they become available. Hazleton police tell us a stolen gun may be making the rounds. It is a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun. It was stolen from a home on North Church Street between Diamond Avenue and 5th Street sometime between 2 and 6 a.m. today. If you have any information or saw anything, call City Police at Luzerne County 911. Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi, Administrator Steve Hahn, and Public Transit Director Ralph Sharp all went to Luzerne County Council's meeting tonight. They were there to say there is no advantage whatsoever in forcing Hazleton Public Transit to merge with Luzerne County's Transit Authority. PennDOT has been trying to force that merger for over 2 years, claiming it would save about $1 million. The city says the number is bogus and there would be no savings. Hahn called the proposed merger a money grab in the past. A Drums man is facing charges after a domestic dispute early this morning. Butler Township Police said they responded to 39-year-old Douglas McGowan's home on Nesco Manor Road around 12:30 a.m. They surrounded the house as there were reports a gun was involved. That turned out not to be the case. Police said a female victim and her children had left the home prior to the officers' arrival. Police said McGowan refused to answer the door for officers and would not surrender. They ended up arresting him around 4:30 this morning during a traffic stop after he left the residence. He's accused of hitting the victim in the face while she was holding a 2-year-old and also allegedly pushing a 9-year-old onto the floor. He's charged with 2 counts each of simple assault and recklessly endangering another person, and 1 count each of terroristic threats and harassment. Well, the 2 little girls who were shot at Sherman Hills in Wilkes-Barre over the weekend have made what one of their mothers called miraculous recoveries. 5-year-old Janiyah McFarland was released from Geisinger Medical Center in Danville Monday afternoon. 2-year-old Gabriella Morris is reportedly doing much better after a bullet pierced her right cheek and exited below her left ear. Her condition has been upgraded to stable, and she's expected to be released within the next few days. Police believe both girls were shot after a dispute between several men at the apartment complex, though it's still not clear who did the shooting. So far, no one has been charged. The Luzerne County Elections Bureau is getting smaller. County Manager Bob Lawton is laying off 3 of its employees. The cuts will decrease the number of employees in the Bureau from 10 to 7, and will save the county $25,000 this year and $124,000 annually starting in 2014, that according to Lawton. He says the reorganization is possible due to upgrades in technology. He pointed to neighboring Lackawanna County, which has almost 147,000 registered voters, compared to Luzerne County's nearly 196,000. Lackawanna has only 4 employees in its election department. Director Marisa Crispell says the cuts will streamline the department. Well, remember Sarah Murnahan? She is the 10-year-old girl whose need for a lung transplant set off a debate about existing law. Well, she's out of the hospital as of today. She's been in Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Sarah received 2 sets of lungs this summer as she struggles with the effects of end-stage cystic fibrosis. She's been in the hospital for 6 months. Local Congressman Lou Barletta was among those who jumped into the debate on Sarah's side, arguing the law mandating kids to be at least 12 years old to receive adult transplants was discriminatory. A federal judge ruled she was eligible for a lung transplant. The Obama administration is still weighing its options concerning the use of chemical gas in Syria, with many advocating it take military action. Others, including some in Congress, say there's no real evidence the Assad regime is responsible. Andrew Spencer has more.
The Obama administration's message is clear.
President Obama believes there must be accountability for those who would use the world's most heinous weapons against the world's most vulnerable people.
The president will weigh his options this week, likely making sure U.S. allies are on board with the final decision. The White House has avoided direct military involvement in Syria's civil war for almost 2 years now, instead opting for increased support to Syrian rebels. The president could opt for increased diplomatic efforts. Republican Congressman Peter King suggests a more direct approach.
I believe we should use have maximum use of cruise missiles going at the locations where the chemical weapons are stored, and also at their command and control locations.
4 U.S. Navy destroyers have already been deployed to the Mediterranean Sea, making that a definite possibility. But CNN national security analyst Fran Townsend says cruise missiles alone might not be enough.
A cruise missile strike is worth doing to buy some time. You then need to come in behind that and take out the integrated air defense system.
The use of military jets outside Syrian airspace is considered more risky and less likely. The White House has also ruled out sending ground troops into Syria or implementing a no-fly zone. The final decision may come soon, as a senior administration official tells CNN the president wants to respond quickly to the use of chemical weapons. I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
Thank you, Andrew. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Time now to get our first look at the forecast. Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is outside in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center. Joe, is it a nice evening?
Yeah, overall, Lisa, it is very nice at this 10 o'clock hour. Winds are relatively light. I can hear the water in the background from our a little fountain, if you will. So overall, things looking pretty nice. Now, there are a little bit of some showers out there on radar. We'll show you those in a little bit. But temperature-wise, actually not doing too bad for much of the nation. How about Phoenix, Arizona right now, coming in with 101 degrees. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up after these commercial messages.
When it comes to the wire, guys, you are going to have an amazing experience. And if it means giving you back your money, plus, I'm going to do it. We guarantee everything. 112% money back guarantee. Labor and material guaranteed for a year. So you don't really need to worry about it. You're going to walk up to the wall, throw the switch, put your power cords in the outlets, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. Call me. Your time is valuable. If we're late, you get paid.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tamaqua, PA is a 3-generation family-owned and operated dealership entering their 33rd year of business and continues to uphold the family philosophy that every customer should be treated as part of the family. Stop in and let them show you how they honor these values. You'll meet a family member in every department, from finding your new car in sales to low interest rates and financing and extending your vehicle's life and service.
Give us the opportunity to show you. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you. Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, they brought back their hottest sale on Turkey Hill ice cream. 1.5 quart, only 3 for $6.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, a very interesting show on car accidents, how they affect the spine, how the injuries take place, and what chiropractic care can do to get you well. It's coming up this week. Join us.
Our 35 Skycast Doppler, you can see a few lone showers and sprinkles across parts of our viewing area. And as you head further out toward the south and west, a few more showers, even a few rumbles of thunder, a few flashes of lightning can't be ruled out with some of those cells that you see out that way. So through the overnight hours, again, maybe a shower or storm. And again, that's going to be the case as we head into the daytime hours of tomorrow. Our lively high tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton right now, hanging on to 71 degrees. Pressure coming in at 29.91 inches of mercury, and we've been dry since midnight, and the winds very, very light, practically non-existent. Our Robert Stevens Face and Body Almanac page for the day. 85 and 65 the split in temperatures, 78 and 58 are the averages, 96 and 44. Record high and low, they still stand, 626, 744, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. So we woke up this morning, temperatures generally in the mid to upper 60s, so a mild start to our morning, and nice day today temperature-wise, generally getting up into the 80s, some locations in the mid to upper 80s. Temperature-wise right now, 74 in Berwick, 66 in New Angola, 73 in Monomoy City, 72 degrees in Danville. Satellites and radar. Notice some showers and some storms from the northwest making their way toward the southeast. Now, most of these that you see out here, they should be confined, say, towards central and western Pennsylvania through tonight and even as we head into tomorrow. But we cannot rule out the threat of a shower or thunderstorm through tonight and even as we head into tomorrow. Skycast precipitation and clouds shows the bulk of everything generally out toward the west and central PA, but still a chance of a shower or storm across our neck of the woods for tomorrow. Temperature-wise, though, actually not doing too bad. 60s tonight. Tomorrow, again, looking like we'll be up into the 80s, maybe some upper 70s in the higher elevations, and then dropping down into the 60s, maybe some upper 50s heading into tomorrow night. So generally central and western PA, some locally heavy downpours, some showers, thunderstorms. We may get through one or two possibly across the northeast, but really not expecting a whole lot as compared to further out toward the west. And temperature-wise, pretty nice in most locations for tomorrow. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect heading into the next couple of days. Now, mid to upper 70s the next several days, and then going into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, some scattered showers and thunderstorms around. Temperatures generally holding in the 70s to near 80 degrees. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daily 207 to big 40173. Quinto numbers 24038 and a cash 5 248 14 and 37. Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Coming up next, the first day of school for one school in our area today. We stopped by to talk with students and faculty. The details next on Late Edition.
For all your projects large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Here at Classic Floor Covering, we take pride in all our works of art. Take a look at a few. Classic Floor Covering. Who do you trust for your floor covering needs?
Make your dollars work even harder during the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale on now at Grand Central. Recliners starting at $3.99, sofas from only $6.99. Even Power Recline XR, the only rocker recliners with independent power adjust back and leg rest. All marked down so you can rest up. Hurry in for the best selection. Everybody shops Grand Central for the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale. Grand Central, making your house a home.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the first annual COPS event. It's taking place on September 21st right here at the Butler Township Community Center. This event brought to you by WYLN 35 in Hazleton, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance, and other area sponsors will consist of a 5K run, 5K walk, kids fun run, open air concert, free cookout for the community, crafters, tricky treats, and so much more. Proceeds from this event will go to benefit 4 area police departments. When you call these men and the men and women they serve with, they're going to be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule and be there for them?
WYLN TV 35, first in live sports.
Hi, I'm Ron Jaworski. For the best in local TV sports, watch WYLN TV 35.
WYLN TV 35 has it covered.
Hi, my name is Vince Papelli. I'm a former Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver and special teams guy, and for local sports coverage, I watch only WYLN 35.
WYLN TV 35, the event, not just the highlights.
Welcome back. A brand new school year is underway for one private school in our area. Today we were there as classes began at MMI Preparatory School in Freeland.
It is one of the oldest educational institutions in the Greater Hazleton area. And today, MMI Preparatory School in Freeland opened its doors for a brand new school year.
Well, today's our first day of school for all students, both new and returning, and we have 240 students here today. And the beginning of the school year is an exciting time for all new students and for the faculty as well. It's just a chance. Everybody starts with an A today, and we're excited to have all our students back.
Tom Hood is the head of school at MMI. The school dates back to the late 1800s when Eckley B. Cox recognized the need for an American technical school. After years of success, the once all-boys Mining and Mechanical Institute eventually changed its name to MMI Preparatory School and allowed young women to also grace its halls for the very first time back in 1970. Now, one of these young women today is Sarah Lucas, a senior at MMI. She said she's following in her father's footsteps.
My dad went here, so it's always kind of been set in stone that I was going here. So I started here in 6th grade, but I've had absolutely no regrets since. Being here in 6th grade really prepared me for the years that have come after that, and I felt generally more prepared in high school and towards college in the end.
One student attending class at MMI for the very first time was Nicholas Villa, who actually moved to the United States for a better education.
I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's the small country in Europe,
and my grandparents lived here and they recommended me to go to this school, so I moved from Europe to here for a better education.
Nicholas seemed to have no difficulty adjusting to his new school environment.
I was here for the application test and I already signed for soccer team, so I was here a little bit this summer, but this is my first school day here.
And how does life here in the United States compare with life back in his home country?
It's strange. It's a lot different than in America. I don't know what to say. It's a small country. It's smaller than Pennsylvania, but I love it there. I have parents, but education is better here and everything.
And while his studies will be his priority, Nicholas is also taking part in extracurricular activities as well.
I signed for the soccer team because that's the most popular sport in Europe. We call it football, not soccer. And I signed for the soccer team and got in. And I play with many more students, so I made friends over there. And coach is a really good trainer, coach.
Today, new and old students alike came together to walk the halls and learn their brand new schedules for a brand new school year.
Everyone here is pretty accepting of each other. By your first semester, everyone knows each other in the entire school. It's just a really tight-knit community.
I have made lots of friends. They're all really friendly. Everybody wants to be a friend, and they're all helpful here in MMI.
And like the students, there was also a mix of new and seasoned faculty to start this new school year.
We have our same faculty back. We have a couple new faculty members this year. They will also be integrating technology, as all educators are around here. And we think that there's going to be a lot of great things going on, both academically, athletically, and with our extracurricular activities.
Best of luck to all the students, faculty, and staff at MMI. We hope this is your best year yet.
And MMI houses grades 6 through 12. Well, get ready to dial because rock and roll legend Billy Burnett is coming to our area. He'll be playing at the Mock Chunk Opera House in Jim Thorpe on Friday night. And we have tickets for you to go to the show on us. And we'll start giving them away tomorrow. Also, Billy will be here on Late Edition on Thursday night in person. So your chance to win and to hear from a legend are both coming up this week on WYLN. Stay tuned for that. You won't want to miss it. Beth's in with sports when we come right back.
FunFest kicks off its weekend with the Poets in Concert, presented by Northeast Revenue Service at the J.J. Ferrara Center in downtown Hazleton. Hear the sounds of the 50s, 60s, and beyond, from the Beatles to disco. Before you enjoy the outdoor fun of FunFest weekend, come and party with the oldies. Advance tickets for this one-of-a-kind concert are available at FunFest headquarters or at Metallos Formalwear. For information and a complete schedule of events for FunFest weekend, call 1-800-OK-FFest or go to funfestpa.org. FunFest is made possible through the support of its corporate sponsors.
Welcome to Robert Stevens Face and Body, Hazleton's complete skincare center. Here, our licensed specialists will consult with you to discuss your skincare needs, rejuvenate you with our special facial treatments, and apply gentle, relaxing massages to melt your tension away, using all state-of-the-art technical treatments and superior skin products. So call today and let the transformation begin at Robert Stevens Face and Body, 788-7546.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center. Nestled within the quiet town of Weatherly, PA, we offer our residents and their families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Hazleton General Hospital as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit within our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
Swing to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy October 18th at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the Historic Castle in Hazleton. 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's remarkable arrival onto the music scene. And today, the high-energy 9-piece ensemble continues to remind the world that it's still cool to swing big band style. Join the party. Shake and move to the groove October 18th. Advance tickets are available through Ticketmaster starting August 31st.
There's only 3 days left until Friday Night Football, and I can barely contain my excitement, as I'm sure many of you are in the same boat. Tonight we wrap up our high school football previews in the Anthracite Football League and head to Monoy area. The small schools football squad is headed by second-year head coach Dave Holman, and while last year wasn't a banner season for the Golden Bears, this team has some experience.
A lot of our team last year was made up of freshmen, actually, and those guys are all back. So they're only going to be sophomores this year, obviously, in terms of years, but they played 10 games last year, so they have a whole season under their belt. We got a couple key kids back that are going to be seniors this year. Tyler Kavanis, our big guy. Dylan Maymont is back at quarterback. Stephen Boleski is another kid on the offensive line and defensive line for us that played 10 games last year. Greg Merchlinsky, full starter last year all season. So we have a bunch of guys coming back this year with experience, and we're hoping that it was a pretty long season last year, but we're hoping that those lumps pay off this year.
Holman said the team has had a good preseason with 7-on-7s and 2 scrimmages against Bloomsburg and Williams Valley in the weeks prior to today. But one group has really stood out on the field.
We are pretty solid on the offensive line. Now at a Class A school, a lot of times you're not deep in terms of your depth chart, but our number ones and even some of our twos are very solid on the offensive line, starting with Kavanis, Boleski, a kid named Josh Katchmar, Henry Bloom, and Bailey Fort. Bailey was actually a running back for us last year, and we converted him into a guard this year. So our offensive line has been working extremely hard. The weight room on the field, so I feel very confident with the front five.
But Holman didn't stop there, saying their skill spots were also playing at a high level.
Dylan Maymont returning at quarterback. We're an option team. He fits right into that scheme very well, very athletic. We have Mason Evans and Jason Richmond, who we call our A-backs. We run a flex bone set. Very athletic, 10 games under each of their belts. So we're looking forward to hopefully the experience and our athleticism and the big guys up front to put in a full effort together this season.
As Holman said, Dylan Maymont will be the returning guy under center, and he said he's ready for more.
I'm really excited for this season, considering last season we didn't do that well, but with the new coaching staff on their second year and all the upcoming underclassmen, I'm pretty excited for this year and ready to go.
He also complimented the O-line. Of course he should, since they are the ones protecting him in the pocket.
They've been doing a lot better than last year, especially just working towards what they want to be at. They won the North Schuylkill Lineman Challenge, and they're ready for this year, and I know they're ready to get going.
Josh Katchmar is a senior tight end and left guard. He said the preseason has gone pretty much as smoothly as it could.
All aspects of the team look good. O-line's working hard, skills are working hard. Both scrimmages went well. All in all, we look pretty solid everywhere, especially our defense.
With Holman taking the reins for the second year, Maymont and Katchmar said both the coaching staff and the young but experienced players coming back have a better grasp on what is expected of them with last season under their belts.
That definitely helps, because one of the biggest things is the first game jitters, and you got to get them out. But considering that they have 10 games under their belt is really good, because now they don't have to worry about that first game because they're used to it. The coaches had a better idea of what was going on. Practice was a little more controlled. And we're going back to the old offense, so it was kind of just starting all over again. It wasn't really a big deal. We kind of had everything in.
So what's left to be worked on as the last practices are winding down?
Just trying to focus, have solid practices, get work done, and stay on top of our game, and especially stay healthy.
Right now, our main focus is on Panther Valley for this Friday. We got to get through those guys before we can make any predictions or anything on the outcome of the season. So our goal right now is Panther Valley this upcoming Friday, and we'll go from there.
And we just want to remind you, WYLN's Game of the Week for Week 3 on September 13th will be at Monoy area as the Golden Bears host league rival Marian Catholic. We are kicking off our first game of the week, though, this Friday. Hazelton area and Scranton. Make sure you tune in. More Late Edition is coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
WYLN, your first choice for locally produced shows like Chef Lou, Jen-tastic Sweets, Off the Beaten Path, The Storm, and more. Find out how you can stretch your advertising dollars and be a part of the WYLN TV lineup. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1302. WYLN, we're your local network.
Recapping tonight's top stories, the Wilkes-Barre Police Department released information and pictures this evening of those arrested between last Wednesday and Friday as part of a drug warrant sweep. Last Wednesday, police arrested 21-year-old Patrick Shanahan of 17 West Enterprise Street in Glen Lyon with possession of a controlled substance and paraphernalia and a probation violation. Thursday, police arrested 4 others for drug trafficking. Their pictures now up on your screen. The Wilkes-Barre Anti-Crime Unit conducted the drug trafficking investigation in several areas in the city, and the suspects were taken into custody. Then on Friday, police executed a search warrant at 135 South Wells Street in the city, where police say they took 10 people into custody for violations of the Drug Act and Crimes Code. The names and pictures of those arrested are now on your screen. Besides drug charges with intent to deliver, Ronnie Jones, Nicole Geniella, and Danielle Levy, all of Wilkes-Barre, were charged with child endangerment. Nevin Edwards of Hanover was only charged with disorderly conduct and paraphernalia. The warrant sweep was a result of an investigation by Wilkes-Barre Police, the Pennsylvania Attorney General's Office, and State Police Troop P's Vice Unit. All suspects were taken to police headquarters in Wilkes-Barre, where they were processed for further court action in Luzerne County Court. Wilkes-Barre police say the investigations are part of an ongoing effort to combat violence and drug-related activity in the city. The Wilkes-Barre Area School District's new superintendent is its current superintendent. Tonight, the board voted 6-3 to offer Bernard Provoznik a 3-year contract starting at $140,000 with raises based on his ranking under a new statewide evaluation system that has 4 levels. Provoznik gets nothing for the first 2 levels, 2% for the third, and 3% for the highest level. No votes came from Mary Ann Toole, Christine Katzok, and Lynn Evans. Provoznik had been hired for the post following the retirement of Dr. Jeff Namey, but said he did not want it full-time and wanted to return to the post of assistant superintendent. Tonight, however, he said he'd been urged by board members to reconsider. Also tonight, Toole announced she is moving to California by December to live with her brother and will be departing the board. She said she was giving advance notice so other members could decide how to fill her seat, which does not expire for 2 more years. Also in Wilkes-Barre tonight, a town meeting crowded with people concerned about crime. L.A. Tyrone has the details.
The recent crime wave in Wilkes-Barre has been likely northeastern Pennsylvania's most talked about stories. After all, we're talking 7 murders in 7 months, 2 little girls shot in an apartment complex, and on and on and on. Councilman George Brown's district is South Wilkes-Barre. That is one of the neighborhoods hit by that crime wave. He held a district meeting tonight. Now, while this is Brown's first, other councilmen have held them, and they're usually attended by a handful of people. Tonight, about 50 people packed the Furwood United Church on Old River Road. Brown says he has heard the concern.
Initially, meeting with some residents of District A, they expressed a concern about safety in the neighborhoods and asked if we could have a meeting with someone to promote safety in their homes and neighborhoods. Reached out to Officer Phil Myers, Wilkes-Barre Police Department, and he has agreed to take part in tonight's meeting. The second reason for our meeting tonight is to be available to the residents and people that live within District A. If they have concerns, issues, tonight is a night that I'm available that we can talk about it.
Trying to occur, you need 3 different things. Desire, ability, and opportunity. loss of job, unemployment.
The crowd paid attention as Myers talked about safety and crime. Local activist Angel Giroux was among those who attended.
I think this is a great initiative. I think anytime the people in the community, they come together and deal with the issues. But again, I hope that we have more of the community leaders, a more diverse group. Many times that we have these events, it's usually the same group of people, and many of the community leaders that are very outspoken through the year, many times miss these opportunities to have the same voices.
Brown was among the councilmen who voted for Mayor Tom Layton's controversial one strike and you're out rental ordinance. He said his vote was a reaction to public opinion.
Prior to us voting for the ordinance the second time, I received numerous phone calls from people that told me that they were definitely in favor of this ordinance. And with that input, it was one of the reasons why I decided to vote for it. I think it's a good ordinance. We have to do things to help the police department.
L.A. Tyrone, WYLN's Late Edition.
Thanks, L.A. A Larksville man is behind bars tonight charged with sexual abuse of children. 55-year-old Lawrence Schultz Sr. was arraigned this morning at District Judge Donald Whitaker's office. We spoke with Luzerne County Detective Chaz Ballo.
Our State Police Computer Crime Unit had done an undercover investigation, at which time we discovered that Mr. Schultz was disseminating and sharing child pornography, thus leaving us to execute a search warrant on his residence today and leading to his arrest.
Detectives have been watching Schultz since April of 2013. Ballo says for those committing crimes like these, quote, you're not going to get away with it.
I mean, there are going to be more and more people out there who are doing the same thing as Mr. Schultz. The only advice I have for them is, you may be next.
Again, Schultz behind bars in the Luzerne County Prison. Police busted a meth lab in Catawissa Township this afternoon. Details are sketchy, but it was in the Breeze Knoll area. 2 people were taken into custody. Police say they were tipped off to the lab's existence. We hope to have more details as they become available. Hazleton police tell us a stolen gun may be making the rounds. It is a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun. It was stolen from a home on North Church Street between Diamond Avenue and 5th Street sometime between 2 and 6 a.m. today. If you have any information, call City Police by dialing Luzerne County 911. And finally tonight, Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi, Administrator Steve Hahn, and Public Transit Director Ralph Sharp all went to Luzerne County Council's meeting tonight. They were there to say there is no advantage whatsoever to forcing Hazleton Public Transit to merge with the Luzerne County Transit Authority. PennDOT's been trying to force that merger for over 2 years, claiming it would save about $1 million. The city says the number's bogus and there would be no savings. Hahn calls the proposed merger a money grab in the past. And that is a look at tonight's recaps. When we come back, a new feature will be offered at FunFest this year. Ann Galnley will have all the details, and Beth is back in with the second half of sports.
And so far, it's a picture-perfect night to be outdoors if you're able to, like myself. Nice, actually. Wind's relatively light, comfortable conditions, no rain at least here. There's been some rain across parts of the state of Pennsylvania. How about going back in time, Hurricane Cleo? Yeah, 1964. A number of people lost their lives. Winds getting up to 155 miles per hour. Took a direct hit on Miami, Florida, as a Category 2 hurricane. We'll talk what we can expect with the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
What do you see? Perhaps you're noticing the rusted fender or the dented side panel. Maybe the first thing your eye goes to is the worn interior. But look closer and you'll see something else. Value. At Harry's You Pull It, we see value in your old car and so will others. It's the reason we offer top dollar for your car. Junker, clunker, piece of tin, your car may have many names, but at Harry's, there's only one that matters. Value. Visit one of our 3 locations today in Hazleton, Pennsburg, and Allentown.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs. at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Tennyson's Incorporated Machine Shop in Hazleton and Whitehaven. They specialize in automotive, industrial, and small engine parts. If you want reliability and quality, go to Tennyson's. Call them at 570-455-7761 or in Whitehaven, 570-443-9513. WYLN has a position available for a part-time videographer for live sporting events this upcoming season. Evening and weekend work is required. Please call Joe 570-956-3877.
Welcome back to Late Edition. I'm Ann Gownley, and I'm here at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce with FunFest Executive Director Judy Ann McGrogan. And Judy Ann, you have some exciting news to tell the public, especially the younger generation and the younger kids of the Hazleton area. A big name signed on to FunFest. Tell me a little bit about it.
We are so excited. Radio Disney is coming to FunFest. We never thought something like this was possible for us, but we had been in talks with them over the past couple of weeks, and we actually went to our good friends at Service Electric, Cablevision, and they have agreed to sponsor this appearance. So it's the Radio Disney Philadelphia Road Crew. They're going to come to FunFest. It's the #1 radio network for kids, tweens, and families. So a lot of kids are going to know this name, and a lot of kids are going to be really excited about this. The road crew is going to come. They're going to be here right after the FunFest parade, starting at 4:30 on FunFest Sunday. They'll be here till 6 o'clock. They have interactive entertainment, lots of giveaways, and best yet, they're going to be giving away tickets to a Selena Gomez concert. So I think that kids are really going to want to be downtown for this, and it's going to be perfect because you could come down and enjoy the parade and then stick around for Radio Disney to be here.
And I'm not ashamed to say that I was pretty excited to hear about Selena Gomez tickets being given away. You know, like you said, there's a lot of interaction for the children that are going to be down there. You even said your daughter's excited, so you know this is going to be a big hit at FunFest.
She is. She screamed when she heard that Radio Disney's coming, and then there was a second scream when she heard about the Selena Gomez tickets. This is something that these kids are aware of. This is a nationally and internationally recognized organization. These guys are from the Philadelphia Radio Disney, but they're already promoting it on their station. They're promoting it on their Facebook page. So we feel that not only is it great for us, for the kids that are going to come, but it's really getting the word out about FunFest to the whole country.
And where will they be located during FunFest?
We're going to have them set up especially at Broad and Laurel Street. They're going to be set up near the old HMB building. So they'll be getting set up as the parade is going on, and then right at 4:30, which is when we estimate that the parade will be over, they'll start their thing.
Is there anything else that you want the younger children and even the families to know to come on down to a Radio Disney? Some of the interactive activities, do you know about them yet? Or?
They have a lot of different things that they do. I know that there's giveaways. They have a prize pack that they give away. They play a lot of the music that kids love, so I'm sure that it's going to be that kind of thing. It's also very family friendly, so that parents can be assured that it's going to be something that those kids can really enjoy.
And again, when can we see it at FunFest?
It starts at 4:30 on Sunday, right after the parade, at Broad and Laurel Street until 6 o'clock.
Thank you very much, and that's one thing that everyone can look forward to. And don't forget, FunFest starts September 7th, a full day of fun and activities, food for everyone, and then Sunday, Radio Disney directly after the parade. Stay tuned, more is coming up on Late Edition.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Buy it at Barber Ford. It's a cut above the rest. Buy it at Barber Ford. Honest people where the deals are the best. Now is the time. Barber Ford is the place. The best cause I hear there's no mistake. You can't buy better. You can't buy better than Barber Ford.
Barber Ford, Route 309 in Hazleton and on Route 11 in Exeter.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there. Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy when Tingo explains to us what chronic pain is and how you can manage it better. It's all coming up this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Join us.
NCAA investigators reportedly spent 6 hours today talking with Johnny Manziel, questioning the Texas A&M quarterback about allegations from memorabilia dealers that he accepted pay for autographs. That is an NCAA violation. Manziel has denied ever taking money for signing autographs. It was unclear whether the NCAA was satisfied with the initial meeting. During a teleconference this morning, head coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Bill O'Brien, said we won't find out who the starting quarterback will be until Saturday when they kick off their season against Syracuse at the Meadowlands. The quarterback duel is between redshirt sophomore Tyler Ferguson and true freshman Christian Hackenberg, both of whom will be taking their first Division I snap Saturday. O'Brien was quoted saying, "At the end of the day, we'd like to try and settle on one, but being the first game and since neither has played for us at Penn State, I would say both guys need to be ready to play." And sticking with Penn State, true freshman defensive back Nico Robinson has left the team. Robinson committed to the team in January and reported this summer, but left this past week. No reason was given. Bad news for the Mets. This year's ace, Matt Harvey, has a tear in his elbow. The righty tore his ulnar collateral ligament, or UCL, and it's the injury that requires Tommy John surgery. Since his UCL is only partially torn, the surgery may not be the only option, but general manager Sandy Alderson said it's unlikely he will be playing the rest of the season. Harvey is 9-5 this season with a 2.27 ERA and 191 strikeouts. And media reports are saying the Pittsburgh Pirates acquired Marlon Byrd and John Buck from the Mets earlier today. The Pirates are making quite a run to the playoffs, something they haven't accomplished in 20 years, and the new additions should help. Byrd is batting .285 with 21 homers and 71 runs batted in this season, and will take the left field spot of injured Starling Marte, who is on the DL. Buck has 15 homers and 60 RBIs. He will be the backup catcher. Now let's check out our national scoreboard for the night. The Fightin' Phils hosted Richmond, and the Senators welcoming the Curve one more night. In the International League, Lehigh Valley hosting Buffalo again after their doubleheader last night. With both teams still 2.5 out from the wild card, the Rail Riders were knocked out of playoff contention yesterday. First place Pawtucket. They continue to play at PNC Field. In the majors, Yankees are still in Toronto. The A's trying to out Miguel Cabrera's hot homer streak, and the Orioles and the Red Sox kicked off their series in Boston. Joe Madden was heated last night, tossed out of the Rays game against the Royals. Tonight they start fresh, playing the Angels. Houston is in Chicago against the White Sox, and the Twins welcomed the Royals. And the Rangers, they are also back in Seattle. In the National League, Miami is in Washington, D.C. Brewers are facing the Bucks, and the Tribe against the Atlanta Braves. Kendrick starting for the Phils as they continue their series with the Mets. The Cincinnati Reds are in St. Louis with the Cardinals, and the Giants are facing off with the Colorado Rockies. Lastly, the Padres in Arizona with the D-backs, and the Cubs in LA with the Dodgers. Joe G is coming right back after the break with the rest of your weather, only on WYLN.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Mohican Sun at Pocono Downs presents Fun Fest in Hazleton, September 7th and 8th. Free entertainment at 3 stages, crafts, plastic cars, and much more. There's also a burger cook-off and pastry bake-off, senior activities, a teen street party, Latin music celebration, and of course, the Great Fun Fest Parade celebrating a totally 80s weekend. Admission is free and parking is free. Call 1-800-OKF-FEST or go to funfestpa.org. Fun Fest is made possible through the support of its corporate sponsors. Swing to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy October 18th at the Alice E. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the Historic Castle in Hazleton. 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's remarkable arrival onto the music scene. And today, the high-energy 9-piece ensemble continues to remind the world that it's still cool to swing big band style. Join the party. Shake and move to the groove October 18th. Advance tickets are available through Ticketmaster starting August 31st.
Live 35 Skycast Doppler statewide, a few sprinkles, a few showers here and there. Heaviest of precipitation as you head towards central and northwestern Pennsylvania. That's where the bulk of the precip will be as we head through tonight and as we head into the daytime hours of tomorrow. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, we're at 71 degrees. Pressure coming in at 29.89 inches of mercury, and you can see those winds continuing to be relatively light. 71 now, Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 65 in Mount Pocono, 74 in Allentown. It is now 81 in Philadelphia, 70 in Towanda, 72 in Williamsport, and 74 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke to Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman, your temperatures generally holding in the 70s as I speak. Satellite and radar, again, most of the showers, the storms, central north-central, northwestern Pennsylvania, I should say. Most of us across the northeast, not a whole lot going on. Maybe a shower or storm through the overnight hours, and then as we go into tomorrow, maybe a shower or thunderstorm. That's pretty much, I think, about it across our region. More as you go further out towards central and western Pennsylvania, as there can be some locally heavy downpours throughout the day. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire guys at the division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. Well, not looking too bad out there. Maybe another shower or so for Thursday, 77. Looks good for Friday, and then some more showers and thunderstorms scattered in nature as we start going into September.
Glad to see that everything will look nice for the Friday night football games as everything kicks off. And we want to remind everybody again that rock and roll legend Billy Burnett coming to our area. He'll be live here on Late Edition on Thursday night. And we have tickets to give away to his performance at the Mock Chunk Opera House in Jim Thorpe. That's Friday night. Your chance to win coming up tomorrow night right here on Late Edition. So always something good, always something fun. So that should be a great show.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and I'm sure it'll be a great interview as well, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that as well on Thursday evening. So, nice night out there.
Actually, it is. Can't complain for this time of year.
All righty. Well, take care, everyone. The team will be back here live tomorrow night to do it all over again. Have a good night.